Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is the Divine Force. We were on our way to get back to Alina and her pod, trying to see how far along she is with her repairs. But along the way we discovered new information about a new pod that landed somewhere with a creature coming out that people here had never seen before. Purple skin, horn on its face. Something we haven't seen yet, at least in this game so far. I assume that maybe it's a Vendini, which is a really big stretch because that's an enemy of a different Star Ocean game. But doesn't mean I'm not right. I'm very curious to find out who those people are going to be, especially the one that got out of the pod. But for now, let's see what's going on there at the beach and why the game is trying to stop us over there.
Begging your pardon, but where are you off to?
Delric. And you, sir? Are you a wayfarer?
Oh, something like that. Heard about an odd shooting star in these parts and came to see for myself. You lot seem to have a marked interest in it as well, by the sounds of it.
What?
Couldn't help but notice that orb of yours. Quite a rare specimen. Piqued my curiosity, you see. Enough of this beating around the bush, then. Are you here to retrieve us? Are you here to take us back?
Forgive me, but I do not take your meaning.
I see. Just my luck. And yours is not any better, it seems.
Warning. Warning. Hostile intent detected.
Oh yeah.
Skin, that horn, the rumors were true.
Really hate to do this, but one has to do what one has to do.
Alright, so who is he? And it does seem that the people at Raymond's pod were of his making. Unknown race. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, I know. Just stay down, stay down.
Is that the best you can do? Warning. Energy levels low.
Come on, you are not allowed to take me. But yeah, like I said, that's definitely the one that came out of the other port that we heard over in the seaport. Purple guy with horns on his head, definitely. And he has a scar as well. Okay, one more. Only the balls is left. Yes, nice dodge.
Recommending fire suppression. Assault. Insufficient output.
Come on, we're almost there. We're making it.
Acceleration.
I have to know the reason why you're here. Mind filling the end?
Well, if you don't attack us, I'm more than willing to fill you in. Uh-oh.
Warning. Energy chance of survival dropping.
Oh yeah, the fight continues on when I do that. Stop mode, that's what I was looking for. I haven't used this so far in a fight, but I did read the tutorial about it. Use item. Sage. Really? It cancelled my item? Come on. Perfect.
I was too careless. Here I thought you would just roll over and die. It seems we'll have to pick this up another time.
Attempt to flee, and you will find out just how fast and painful my chakram are.
Easy there. We'll most likely see each other again soon. But until then, I'll leave the falling star to you.
Hold there! Ugh! Blast it! Of all the times! Ugh!
Albaird! We must return to the others with all haste. They need to know of this.
Can you at least let Nina look at his arm? It seems like he's really hurt, Laeticia, really. Alright, do we want to use an item, or do we quickly want to go back to town and have a rest? Don't think there's a bed here anywhere. And I think we should be able to warp, yeah, definitely. Alright, I'm just gonna risk it. Just go back to the entire group and hopefully we'll not get instantly attacked again. Alright, let's hope they're okay. But like I said, it's definitely the guy that came out of the pod. He fits the description to a T. Purple, horns on his face. So yeah, and the minions he had when we were fighting him, those were the ones at Raymond's pod. So he is the one looking for the residents of the pod, and I'm pretty sure they're after Duma as well.
We've the upper hand now!
Destroy. Threats detected.
The enemy is before us.
Living
Let's not
armor.
do anything dumb.
Acceleration. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy. Assault.
Did they just get back again, or? Oh, the puppet. I understand. The puppet master is keeping them alive. Yeah. That is really cool. Meaning that we have all kinds of enemies on the field, controlled by one character, and until the character is destroyed, they will keep coming back. That's smart.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings. Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done.
What?
Some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too.
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
I think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Laeticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albaird's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythal's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it. Ahoy hoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Belric ASAP. Do you copy? Ugh, ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Alright, we'll be there. Only because I want more options on the crafting station, because I want everything unlocked, especially to the level of crafting clothing, so I can finish up some other quests as well. Alright, so Elena seems repaired. Can we also fight with her? Yes, we can. And she has a hell lot of SP as well. So what kind of equipment is she carrying? Horizon Breaker? What is that? A flagship model of a hybrid weapon. Easy to obtain and highly rated on the cost performance index. She's wearing a hauberk, which I assume is going to be pretty decent. What kind of accessories are we gonna give you? No, we're not gonna give you a sacrificial idol. A sustained critical hit. Resistant to poison mid-air. Extends the invisibility when dodging, which is technically not a bad thing. Or we can go with some of the more basic one. Let's give her a Lenneth. And maybe a power ring? Yeah, at some point we will begin crafting our own accessories, and hopefully with some form of synthesis we can then combine factors together to make a more powerful version of our accessories, but we still have a long way to go before we reach that point. Where is the healing factor? This first aid is the first one, and auto healing. Auto healing is the one I definitely want. Tamer. Woo! She has a whip. I like it. And of course, the extra attack. Never hurt anyone. And we need that in order to get to where we want to go. Hopefully we have enough points in order to get there. Alright, that's the first. Alright, so at least we got that. And in between the next episode, I will need to think about how I will divide the SP on all members, increasing their stats and increasing the movesets that they have. Alright, chain combo. Let's put Tamer in there as well, which is 2 AP. So Wolf could follow up against... I think Tamer should be here, and then Bullet Hunter will be the last one, because she, with that, she hits the enemy all the way away. What's Gunner? Is that in distance? Does seem like a long range attack, so just leave it at that for now. Okay, so we're gonna put Elena here as a replacement for Raymond, Nina in the last spot for healer, and Midas as the Mancer to do some magic whenever he wants to. I think that's a good party for
Engaging
now.
the enemy.
And that way we can also see Elena in combat, because what we've seen so far, she's a pretty decent looking model, isn't she? They really did a number on her when they made her model. Alright, what's this? Can we interact with that? God, this looked like a very giant Duma point, if you know what I mean. And looked like we're not allowed to this location, but this one seems to have opened up relatively. It's not where we're supposed to be, but if we are allowed to go in there.
Is the town of Rythal far from our current location?
Not to check it out.
To an extent. Rythal is located in Delvier, beyond the region of Larkus.
And that's after we get through the Adali region and the Larkus Weald.
Prepare yourself. Energy levels low.
That seemed effective.
Victory is within reach!
Water defense low.
Yeah, you know what?
Fine.
Got you covered.
So,
Taking over.
it falls to me.
I wanna fight with Alina. Alright, Denmore's Delve. The Denmore Delve. Many powerful enemies inhabit the Denmore Delve. Wipe them out to earn rewards. If you visit once more, new enemies will emerge, so you can repeat the challenge. Do you have what it takes? However, if you have undertaken a quest with the Denmore Delve as the destination, battles with powerful enemies will not occur. So basically, if we need to be here for quest-related issues, the level will probably be related to that quest.
I had no idea there was such a cavern here.
So I'm thinking this is like an old cave situation. And if you don't know the concept of an old cave in RPGs, it's mainly one fixed location where you need to go down multiple levels in order to get to an ultimate boss, and in it you can usually go to a certain point that is suited for your level and grind for gear, money, level and that kind of stuff. So if that's the case, then this would be extremely interesting. But are we ready and are we capable of doing this?
This swamp is dangerous.
There's a chest in there.
No.
Taking fire.
The rest should have waited outside. Come on. Oh well. I guess you need to heal yourselves directly in the next battle. Ooh, wait.
I have acquired something of note.
Mm-hmm. Alright, thinking that those would be our first enemies over there, if we decide to fight. But I'm guessing that the water surrounding it will be, again, the big poison type mist. I am very curious, I have to be honest.
I have acquired something of note.
I think there's a cave there, probably another chest, or or not. Wait, there's a hole in there. Does seem to lead us to another part of the cavern. Alright, I would say let's not attack the bastards yet. Let them come to us so we don't need to go inside the poisonous waters.
If we all work together.
Oh god, it's a boss fight. So that's what, maybe that's what they mean with powerful enemies.
Keep your distance. Advancing. Stay where you are. Target neutralized.
Will we be allowed to resurrect her? I should have healed her up before we started the fight.
As you asked. Too slow. Do not. Wake up. This should do it.
Damn, she's dead again. Right, I think we're not ready for this yet, but we should be able to win this fight at least.
Advancing. Over here. Too slow.
Now that that's down, let's break Nina up again. Oh, we defeated it just before Nina got resurrected, so she's not getting the reward. Okay, so I'm already seeing one major advantage here. If these enemies come back each and every time we re-enter it, does it also mean the reward for more Duma points get back here each and every time? So then this would be a great spot to farm a lot of Duma points in order to max him out. I see potential here. I mean, I see a lot of potential here. So let's go a little bit further ahead, but I think we're a bit too early here. But I'm definitely curious. That's not the one I'm aiming for. Alright, good. At least enough for her to survive the first couple of blows, in case we need to fight.
I have acquired something of note.
Alright. Is there any location? No. So I'm guessing that hole in the wall we saw with the passage on the other side, it needs to break in order for us to get to the other side. Is there a way for us to do that?
This should do it.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is as far as we're allowed to go. Alright, beautiful. So, we needed to go to the Delvir region. And that's Delvir village, seaport. Alright, let's go. Very curious. I will definitely come back here in between the episodes just to check out what actually changes and if there are new enemies there. And maybe to collect some additional Numa points. Because, like I said, if that's the place where we can get almost an infinite number of points, then there's no reason for us to wait with distributing the points they already have.
I'll prevail. This should do it, right? Say goodbye. Prepare yourself. Full neutralized. Target neutralized.
Elena fights perfectly.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here? We did. Can't help but wonder. Does he have something to do with the people who downed me and closed pots?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Aucerius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them may be on this level. Now to mention it, since the lady passed you over Nilbeth on the way in, someone there has decided to follow her to this continent.
At that point, Nilbeth possesses technology similar to the Vey'l Empire. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
Alright, I really should learn that when they start talking, I should stop moving. Because when you start a fight, it's really hard to follow what they're saying. But yeah, they're mainly discussing like, are they really people from off-planet, or could they be races that are on this planet but they just don't know about it yet? Which, if you don't know about other intelligent life elsewhere, it's a very prudent question. Of course. Yeah, we decided on a few episodes ago to activate these shrines along the way, just because they replenish our food supply, which is never a bad thing, because it's relatively free. And if things is free, that's the best price we have. While we are walking, can we not just warp there now? Since we already saw the scene that we needed.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
I wonder if she noticed something, and that's why she was looking off in the distance. Maybe she detected an enemy nearby or something, or a weird entity. I'm pretty sure it's not about the bird pooping on Midas' shoulder, which, well, let's be honest, it's kind of funny.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Oh, definitely. I was about to do it myself, because I'm very curious to see if there are more people sick now. But what happened to the ones that were? I just hope they didn't die or anything. Let's get these pots along the way too. Because pots are a little bit more important than NPCs.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
So we got another problem to deal
Let's
with.
just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiments.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep?
Oh no, don't tell me Midas is sick now as well. But yeah, there was clearly a PSA about how to handle diseases like we have experienced ourselves. So yeah, I can understand because development of this game was during the pandemic, so it's not weird they put something like this inside here. Alright, so let's have a check-up on Midas.
Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please, not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay, you got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
Yeah, I think he has the disease as well.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Laeticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
Alright, so this is the perfect moment for something like this to happen, because with Elena in our team, we have someone that can deal with it. That doesn't mean that Nina is out of the team, Midas is out of the team, so these are actually the 4 people we have. Alright, let's switch back to the one we wanted.
A seabird nicks the bread right out of my hands in front of the tavern. You need to hurry up and do something about those nests.
Alright, we'll do it. We'll start at it. Okay, do we move up to the roof? Oh, there it is. I didn't see it was a bit small.
Stay where you are.
Right.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
And of course, by playing with the character Lena itself, we are factually accurate as we approach the location. Okay, it's totally on the other side of town.
My apologies.
A little bit too high. Can we get there from this roof? Maybe.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Alina, you could have just gone to that one next after the previous one, instead of making us walk from one side of the town to the other. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Alright, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yeah, perfect. Why is it all the way down? Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it's in the cave, isn't it? Oh, we're not allowed to go there from here, so we need to go all the way down to the dock. And then jump the dock right here. Uh-oh.
Hey, Laeticia, Albaird. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
So does it mean that we need at some point to go back to Delric mines and collect samples from there as well? Seeing as it does look remarkably similar, so comparing the two strains together, we might get to the bottom of it. But I'm guessing we need to help Midas first with the samples that we have right now.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, A moment, if you will.
Yeah, this is against the UP3, and as an android, she can't ignore it.
At last, an end to our worries. Soon the kingdom shall be free of this plague. I hate to ask this, but Dr. Vey'l, don't you agree we should keep this medicine a secret for now?
Yes. Yes, I do. Why is that?
Because the plant used to make it can only be found in one location, and in limited numbers. With as few plants as there are, there's no way we can make enough doses for everyone. And where might we be able to find these elusive plants? Mount Corinth, and nowhere else. It's just to the north of Kato, and the quickest way I know to get there would be by ferry.
If Kato's along the ferry route as well, their citizens might also have fallen ill.
This is awful. I know it's better to keep this hidden, but I still can't help feeling...
Nina.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get Elena. Before we do anything, first we need Uncle Midas to get well again. Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Corinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albaird and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albaird can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
I haven't. I have no idea what he's alluding to. Why would the two male people know what Midas is talking about? No idea. But we know why Midas is here. One, to heal the arm of Albaird, and to see more of the technology that's inside of Elena, because that's what definitely piqued his interest. But yeah, and I think that when Elena went to Raymond, of course it's a scene that only Raymond can see, it's definitely going to talk about the UP3, which in the Star Ocean universe is basically like a universal edict that you are not allowed to go to an underdeveloped planet and share technology with them, or any information about what's out there in the stars. And since Elena is the one that helped realize that cure, it would actually be a violation of that UP3. I think that's what they were talking about. But in itself, it also is resolved in that same matter by saying that Nina is the one that discovered this, and therefore she can be attributed to finding the cure and realizing that potential. So you can still make sure that people don't think it's from a source outside of the planet, if you know what I mean. So yeah. And with the lack of resources to make an abundance of that medicine, when we get to Koto, we can just get plants and breed them like crazy before announcing to the world that that's a cure. Because I know why they want to keep the secret, because if everybody knows that's a cure, they will go through all means to gather up that herb in order to make it. And if the herb's totally destroyed, then the cure is gone as well. So first make sure you have the compound in spades and it's safe, then bring it out to the world. So yeah, I do get that very clearly. So we have a new destination to go, but there's one more thing I want to do before we head over there. And that is something you might be thinking, didn't we get a call of Welch and why isn't he responding to that? Well, in all honesty, I totally forgot about that. But let's do that now before we head over to the new region. How far can we warp? Just in case if there's a story bit before then, we can get all the way to the shrine, so that's good. Alright, let's get to Delric village. I think the mines will be closer to where our house is. So let's see what kind of quest she has for us. Because I assume that with every quest we get from Welch, we'll get another means of creating items. So I'm hoping that maybe the next one will be crafting, as in making new clothing. But if it's weaponsmithing, I would be more than happy with that as well.
Pardon us.
You sure took your sweet time. Did not I say ASAP?
I did try to arrive as quickly as possible.
Save your apologies, we're short on time anyway. Thanks to you. I need you to get me this. Now that I've made my request, show me some real urgency.
Alright, Welch the Crafter. Acquire and deliver the items requested by Welch. Fresh, we have plenty of that.
Someone is late. Very late. Oh no! What if they gave up halfway through? Ooh, if they did, they're gonna get a handy stick to the face. Oh.
Please do not worry. I have brought it.
How long were you there? And me? What? Worry? I knew from the start you'd deliver. Never lost my faith in you one bit. Excellent! You've gotten everything I needed. Now I can complete that work in progress. You want to know what I'm making? Well, that is a secret exclusive to me, myself, and I. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the crafting secrets of the Vineyard family. Well, aren't you impressed? Remember though, it's a secret to everybody. Okey-doke! I'll give you a buzz again when I need something new. Be ready to move at a moment's notice.
Glad to be of assistance.
We'll come as fast as we can, just as we always did. Okay, so I'm assuming we learned something more, and is it me or is her house getting a little bit more dressed up? Because the first skill was more with herbs, plants and medicines, so is she gonna add stuff from crafting next time?
What is it? You know I don't need you for anything right now, yeah? Wait, does this mean you want to speak with the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts, head of the Vineyard family, Welch Vineyard? Fine by me, but it'll cost you.
And let's not. Alright, so what has been added? Yes, crafting. Create an accessory, clothing or weapon using ore cloth. So it's not just clothing or weapons, it's everything. What is the rest going to be? I know that one of them probably going to be synthesis, like combining two different items to create a compound of all factors and such, like we have in other Star Oceans. But what will the other four be? I'm assuming cooking, maybe? So we can cook along the way. We'll figure out what it is. Alright, crafting. Let's see. Ooh, more talents. Oh no, this is Alina. We haven't seen her talents before. Alright, let's see. One material. Let's go with Scruffy Rag.
Successful craftsmanship stems from well-devised blueprints. There, finished.
A tenacity charm with a little bit of experience and SP gathered from that. Alright. So I'm guessing if we want something really bad, we need to ask somebody that doesn't have any talent to heighten the chance of us getting that tethered rope.
Not bad.
Nope, she makes the exact same thing. Alright, we'll figure out how to do it. Let's just try different materials with all different kinds of people, and once we figured out which one makes a tethered rope, we'll make 4 so we can complete that request by the next episode. Like I said, I want to do any quest we can as soon as possible, and I think with crafting, I think we can.
Ahoy hoy! Welch here! The beautiful merchant magnate with genius level smarts. You busy? Never mind. Don't care if you are. I'm summoning you to come to my house in Delric post-haste. I need something else now. Do you copy? Post-haste. Comprende? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
You could have told me the moment I talked to you again. Really, 2 steps out of the house and you call me again?
Pardon us.
I'm happy for it. That means we get another item creation soon.
There you are, slowpoke. Didn't I say post-haste? Anywho, today I need you to bring me this. You're on it, right? Great! Now get me that with max speed.
Silver, and we just got enough. Good.
Oh, they're late as always. What the heck? Oh no. What if they forgot? Maybe I should call them again, just in case? But they might be on their way soon. Oh, what do I do? Oh.
Sorry for the wait.
Where did you come from? I mean, I'd hardly call that waiting. Not like I lost faith in your integrity. If anything, that was a world record. Not too shabby. This is an unparalleled ingredient. Now I'm one step closer to the final goal. Oh? What goal, you ask? Well, that is a secret resting in this here brain. Now, don't be pushy. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the smithery secrets of the Vineyard
smithery.
family.
What's that? Seeing as we can already craft
You
weapons with
must be
crafting.
thrilled, but don't spill the beans on this top secret info. I'll give
Curious.
you another call the next time I need something. You better be permanently ready to pick up, Buster.
Glad to be of assistance.
Alright. Thank you very much. Ooh, and here it is. Piece of clothing made with crafting. Ah, so it is right. With every new level, her house gets more stacked out with items that now she can make as well. Alright, have a quick look. Just so I can play with that as well. Create a weapon or armor using ore. Okay, so just an additional way of creating weapons. Let's use Alina. And let's use iron, since we have plenty of that.
Appropriate application of force would appear key. There, finished.
That is holy armor. I like the play of words. Basically, this is like the tethered clothing we are looking for, but then with metal. So it's not statistically right really well, but 115 plus experience gained when hit counter is at or above 20. That is not a bad factor, right? Giving us extra experience. Alright. Again, plenty of things to play around with, which, of course, we'll definitely do in between the episodes. Alright, I just want to make sure we didn't get another call from well this moment we got out of here. I will talk to our party members here in town at the beginning of the next episode to see if there are any private actions before we head over to the sacred grounds where we found Elena's pod. I also see a few new Duma points up there, which is definitely confirmed right now because I know we picked that up the last time we were in town, so points will be popping back up in all the areas where we've been to. So yeah, so we're not gonna get them together. I'm now 100% sure by my choice of just gathering them up in between episodes, but it does mean that there is a lot more points to be gathered up than I initially thought, which makes it really easy for me to decide just to spend those points on Duma to increase the potency of the skills it has. So we're gonna start doing that as well, because I think I have about 300 points now in it. 423, yeah, so we're well overdue by upgrading some of our strengths. So yeah, that's gonna be in between the episodes as well, and if it's something interesting, I will let you know at the beginning of the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, be back next time as we go on the mountain trying to find a new way towards the cure. See you then. Bye bye.